नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome everyone who is sitting with us. Sarvanyapida Yajamans, Nitya Satsangis, Shri Mahans Kotaris Thanedas, Inner Awakening participants, Living Shuddhadvaita process participants, at this time through Nityananda TV and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. Today, Navaratri, 8th day, Devi is gracing as Adi Shakti in Sarvalankara with Lakshmi and Saraswati serving her, and Venkateshwara Brahmotsava 7th day, Srinivasa is in Batmasana in the form in which he graces in Badri. In Badrinath temple, he is in Samadhi in Sadashiva. Badrinath is near Kailash. So that's a place where Vishnu did and does Shiva Puja, and he is in Samadhi with Sadashiva in Badri. So today he is gracing us in the Yoga Badri, in the form of yoga, being in the state of Samadhi with Sadashiva on Swaranasesha Vahana. Even in Tirumala, he assumes this form one day. Here, Venkateshwara is gracing us today in Swaranasesha Vahana, golden snake vehicle, in Yoga Samadhi, in the space of Sadashivoham, in the space of Sadashiva. Let's receive both their blessings and then enter into satsang.
Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Susti Sthiti Vinashanam Shakti Bhute Sanatani Gunashraye Gunamaye Narayani Namostute Sharanagata Dinartha Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarthi Hare Devi Narayani Namostute Om Niranjanaya Vidmahe Nirabhasaya Dhimahi Tanno Srinivasa Prachodayate Karpuragoram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami.
Let's enter into today's Living Shuddhadvaita process. Listen. Just 3 words. The essence of Shuddhadvaitam and essence of Sadashivoham. Whole Sadashivoham in 3 words. Understanding the Maya matrix, ferociously breaking from it, using the same ferociousness inside the Maya matrix to break its rules and bondages on you. Understand? understanding the Maya matrix, ferociously breaking from it, using all your ferociousness to make one hole into that Maya matrix and getting out, reaching the spaceship. Then, using the same ferociousness to break the Maya matrix, being inside. That is what is manifesting powers. Listen carefully. When you manifest powers, you are not letting any of the rules, regulations, bondages, powerlessness of the matrix come to any agreement with you. Matrix tries its best. Let's have a contract. You don't expose me. But you are very clear. I am not going to have anything extraordinary by you giving me like a bhiksha. I'll break you, only then I will have powers. Not by having understanding with you, but by making you shiver. Listen. That is the attitude of a Shaivite. நாம் ஆர்க்கும் குடியல்லோம் நமனயஞ்சோம். Don't be immortal by worshipping Yama. No. Become immortal by destroying Yama. Understand, that is Shaivite way. Listen carefully. You can have wealth by having a contract with matrix. But that will only be a bondage. With matrix, the only relationship should be ferociousness, nothing else. Don't settle down with matrix even if she does everything you wanted. No. No. Always be ferocious with her. Be like Kalabhairava and Sadashiva when it comes to dealing the matrix, the Maya matrix. Listen. I'll explain these 3 steps. 1. Understanding the Maya matrix. Please listen. Whatever does not have existence but has common understandings as the source of its prevalence. Understand? Prevalence is different, existence is different. I was studying Agama to find out what all the services Sadashiva is allowing money transaction, gold those days, currency. What all the services he is allowing bartering transaction, like you give some grain and take some other grain. What all the services he does not allow. Any transaction should be given only as a service. I was studying, I was shocked. What an economist Sadashiva. Listen, whatever does not reduce when you share, you are forced to give it free. Education, power manifestation. Whatever does not reduce in you when you share, You can't charge. On Vijayadashami day, I am officially declaring the whole Gurukul is completely free. Anybody who has a legal right to stay in India, if you have a valid legal visa and valid legal right to stay in India for education, whoever comes, for all of them, without reducing the quality and the signs of Sadashivoham, whole thing is free from Vijayadashami day. If somebody wants to donate, you can donate separately, but for Gurukul we do not accept any money. For Gurukul we do not charge any money. Economically it is 100% free. Because Sadashiva, I have studied almost 6 agamas to get a Vagya. Sadashiva is very clear in all 6 agamas. He denies charging for education. He does not allow. Even if the father of the child is a king, you cannot charge. He says very clearly in one Vagya, even if the child's father is a king, you can't charge. So I have decided, we are celebrating 10th year of our Gurukul, and it will be completely free from Vijayadashami day. Day after tomorrow, I am officially declaring it. When I was studying, listen, this is what I wanted to mainly convey. His economics. What an amazing economist, Sadashiva. Wherever things do not reduce by sharing, he says it has to be free, because it is doing good for both the person who receives, person who shares, like education. And he goes to one extreme of saying, if the disciples don't have food who are studying, master has to go around and beg and bring and feed the disciples. But you cannot charge. Of course, he has not kept me in the level where I have to go around and beg. In sitting in one place, I can beg. So I have decided, from this Vijayadashami, we will open it. Even if you are from outside India, any one parent stays here, you can have any number of your kids study in Gurukul. I am opening it. We are also strengthening the Aparavidya side. Aparavidya is like the education of the matrix, chemistry. We will teach them chemistry and then prove through all chemistry it is wrong. We will teach them psychology and then prove through the 25 states of consciousness it is not complete. We will teach them physics and then give them the powers of the 11 dimensions of the universe and make them understand it is too low. The education within the matrix is Aparavidya. Education beyond matrix is Paravidya. We will provide both Aparavidya and Paravidya in the highest possible way, completely free of cost. Sadashiva very clearly says, even for Aparavidya you can't charge. Charging is denied in all the major 6 agamas which talk. See, there are 28 agamas and 64 chapters. Tantra means the technically assembled chapters. For example, Agama is like an ocean. Tantra is like one Tantra. Everywhere Sadashiva talks about death, it gets organized and becomes one tantra. Everywhere he talks about sex, that gets organized and becomes one tantra. Everywhere he talks about medicine, that gets organized, becomes one tantra. So, 64 chapter tantra and 28 agama, at least 6 agama I verified, Sadashiva denies charging in any form for education. So, all our Gurukuls and Gurukul services, including two-way video conferencing Vidyalaya services, will be free of cost. We will not be charging for any of the educational services of the Gurukul as per Sadashiva's Vagya, as per his word. I was seeing where he is allowing the battering. Means like you give something and take something. The services which need to be every day, like a food, constantly which need to be done for keeping yourself alive, all the survival things like a food, clothes, chappal, those things only he allows battering. Only the services which are permanent, long term, like a construction of the house, only in those places he allows any currency circulation. I was studying. Maybe I will have to separately speak at least for 1 month on economics of Sadashiva. Sadashiva's economic policies, where the society is most healthy. See, there are some places you can't afford money to be the decision maker. If the money is allowed to exist as decision maker, that whole department will not be service oriented, it will become exploitation oriented, like a modern day medicine, where it landed. The psychiatry. Psychiatric doctors are in so much of hurry. Their whole energy, intelligence, passion, everything is all about how to make more and more people as your patient. So every human emotion, every single human emotion is classified as a psychiatric disorder. If you Google, you will understand eating healthy is psychiatric disorder. And I don't understand, for the sake of Sadashiva. No, really. Eating healthy is a psychiatric disorder. If you allow money to become a decision maker, in some places, humanity enters into a vast crisis. Listen. The principle on which Sadashiva makes the decision where you can charge means the currency is allowed, where only battering is allowed, where it has to be only free. When I started studying, I realized one important factor. The whole society was standing, the whole society was built on this one principle of for life. listen, for life. It is not, the building structure itself as such, no few families can own the largest wealth or power or land, or no one, no single group can overpower. Understand? You need to listen to this very carefully. Billionaires constantly living with billions and trillions and creating a community which talks only about billions and trillions, they actually become altogether a different species. They forget they belong to human beings belong to them. Listen, constantly what you think, the way you live, all that, after a certain number of years or generations, it affects your very cognition so strongly. You start thinking. The rest don't matter. Rest does not matter. The whole world, 7 billion or 8 billion population does not matter. If you can add few more zeros in your billion and brag about it in your night party with other billionaires. Understand? It is all about, in the night party when you drink, the fellow who is standing opposite to you, the way you need to look at him, oh, you are just 20, I am 23 billion. For that, any million, billion people can be sacrificed. It doesn't matter, because the solidification of the identity based on the currency has become so strong, they become altogether a different species. Listen. The structure of the society should be developed by such visionary. This different species does not become the master of the matrix. The whole structure of Agama, his economics, no one can imagine Sadashiva as economist. I'll show you. I'll take few weeks and speak about economics of Sadashiva. How compassionate he is, where he is allowing money and where he is not allowing money. If he allows money in the area of knowledge transmission, the number of years of education will be expanded, the quality of education will be drastically reduced, because the more number of years you keep them under your control, more money you can suck out of them. One of the worst things I can even imagine, you writing a contract to take away his future of the life and then giving education now. The so-called education loans, where he sells his future, get to study. Sadashiva, thank you for making me take birth in your village. When I study the Sadashiva's economics from Agama, I can understand one thing. The whole spindle is on oneness. And even your day-to-day life constantly reminds you about the oneness, where you need to pay, where you don't need to pay, where things are given as free to you. Even these things does not lead you to frustration. Understand? The amount of depression and frustration this generation human beings are facing, one of the major reason is they are all realizing they are being exploited. They are being exploited by the prevalent things, not by the existential things. Understand? Prevalent is different, existence is different. Planet Earth is existence, ownership is prevalent. Love is existence, ownership is prevalent. When the prevalence takes over your inner space and controls your decision making, understand, you are an agent of the matrix. You are agent of the matrix. One of the worst thing is, this matrix is so stupid. When you become part of it, you don't keep quiet, you become representative of it. It is so intoxicating. You can get a child to school by keeping the child joyful, blissful, happy and creative, and by allowing the drug dealers to supply drugs. Both reasons you can get the child to school. Some of the schools are full, not because of their education, but because they do not give too much of emphasis on what should be, should not be. Understand? Maya is addictive. She keeps you under her by addicting. Maya matrix is addictive. You need to again and again and again drill the way you think, the way you cognize, the way you decide the goal of your life. Is it prevalence based items or existence based reality? Understand? Whatever is prevalent but not existence is artificial ignorance, artificial intelligence, which has taken over the humanity. Which has taken over the humanity. The concept of currency, concept of ownership, I am not saying concept of currency should not be there or concept of ownership should not be there. I am only saying that should not be the goal of your purpose. That should not be the goal of your purpose. First point, understand the matrix. Actually, when I studied Sadashiva's economics, I only realized that even in his economic policies and decisions, he is very clear. People should not get caught inside the matrix. he reminds people prevalent things are different and existential reality is different. You see, when you need to pay for something, when you don't need to pay for something, you will start questioning. Why for this only battering is allowed? For this only free sharing is allowed? For this money need to be paid? Why? Even when you start drilling, you will understand the prevalence is kept in its boundary. It is not allowed to take over the existence. So, human beings are kept in every possible comfort, sharing, love, life, joy, without being brought under the Maya matrix. Understand? Now, it is like if you want to have the pleasures of within the Maya matrix, you have to sign up to become an agent. The lifestyle of Agama, the only thing you need to commit is understanding of what is matrix and what is beyond matrix, and you are given all the best things even within the matrix. The whole focus of the civilization, listen, but in the economics of Sadashiva, the whole struggle of the human being is driven such a way, are you able to get into the club of the beyond matrix? See, when somebody, by the time somebody gets into the 300 crore club or 500 crore club, he is forcibly made to confirm and sign, and he already becomes an agent of the matrix in the modern day society. But in the agamic lifestyle, by the time you are successful even within the matrix, you are an ideal figure even for the people who are within the matrix, you are forcibly made to sign, and you realize the futility of the matrix and you go beyond Maya matrix. Understand? Who occupies the throne of the hero is not agent of Maya matrix in agamic lifestyle. There, an enlightened being who is beyond matrix, who understands prevalence. Things which are prevalent are not relevant for the reality. With Sadashiva's grace, let this menmaigol Saivanidi Vilanguga Ulagamellam. With Sadashiva's grace, we will have a place where this Saivanidi, the economics of Sadashiva, where the seat of the hero is occupied, whether socially or culturally or spiritually or in every level, by the being who is beyond Maya matrix and understands the futility of the prevalence and the utility of the reality, and how much the prevalence is relevant to reality. See, now it's almost like all the comforts of the world is taken over by the people who are Maya matrix agents, and they release little by little, like a water in your drinking water tap. Based on how much you sign up, you are willing, your time and life and energy is put inside Maya matrix, and how much you sign up to be the agent of the Maya matrix. Understand? Just because things are prevalent, do not believe it is reality. Believing the prevalence as reality is immaturity. Understanding what is reality and what is prevalent is maturity. Aligning yourself to the reality is renunciation. Vairagya. Understanding the Maya matrix, Sadashiva makes another one statement. Do not eat in a house where people have not understood this Maya matrix. He says, even if you eat from that house, you will get that karma. No, really. No, it's true. Bhishma Pitamaka, whose blood is the Ganga water, embodiment of purity. Ganga Putra, son of Ganga. In the deathbed, he teaches the Dharma to Dharmaraja. Draupadi laughs with the tears in her eyes. Bhishma asks, why are you laughing, my daughter? And having tears both. She says, where was all this dharma when I was physically getting raped? My sari is being pulled. Physically I am getting abused. If Krishna has not intervened, rape would have happened, because this Duryodhana fellow wanted Draupadi to be made to sit on his lap. Where was all your dharma? Bhishma, whose eyes never saw tears, started pouring, saying that Duryodhana's food has taken away my intelligence and it was covering me. Now your husband's arrows removed all that blood from me. I have only the bone marrow given by Ganga, and that is why my dharma is back. Don't eat. Don't work for the fellows who are under the Maya matrix. Don't eat their food. Even Bhishma is not able to protect himself. Listen. Understanding the Maya matrix, you need to spend little time and internalize. How much of you is centered on running towards the prevalent things? How much the prevalent is relevant to you? How much the reality is relevant to you? I tell you. The bhava samadhi is reality. Imaginary joy of procuring things is Maya matrix, prevalent. Because everybody says you have to be joyful when you accumulate certain item or when you possess certain things. Everybody says you have to be joyful, and you also behave and act like a joyful, and then start believing you are joyful for even for certain hours. Why you are joyful? Because everybody told, if I get a new Benz car, I have to be joyful, so I am joyful. Bhava Samadhi is the joy of reality. Bhava Samadhi is joy of prevalence. Now you need to spend a little time. How much of prevalent joys are prevalent in you and reality joys are reality to you? How much of your time, energy, intelligence, all that is spent on the reality joy and reality goal and prevalent goals and prevalent joys? If the reality is goal and prevalent is supporting mechanism, great. But if the prevalent becomes goal, you have already signed to be the matrix, the Maya matrix agents, and you don't even know you are working for the matrix. That's our thing. Ferociousness with which you needed to handle yourself. Unfortunately, you always hold yourself with the dirty, broken hand of enjoying victimized pornography. That's the right word I will use. All the time visualizing you as a collapsed victim is what I call victim pornography. This poverty pornography, how some of the missionaries project India to all over the world. In many countries, the missionaries project India in such abusive way. India means the kid who has literally no flesh, lean, thin, about to die, holding the aluminium plate, which is not reality, understand. If there is a poverty, it is by them. It's because of British. Till British occupied us, we were the richest economy of the world. Stealing everything from us and then making us believe we are poor because of our tradition. Creating atrocity material. Loads and loads of atrocity material. Writing volumes and volumes. Thousands and thousands of atrocity material, making us believe we are poor because we are Hindus. I don't know how many of you know, they've even coined an ugly word, Hindu rate of growth. The ferociousness with which you need to handle the Maya matrix. It should only be ferociousness, never victim pornography visualization. Victim pornography visualization is the way Maya matrix sucks the energy from you. Understand? If you are enjoying the victim pornography visualization, you are in the tub where you are just grown and the energy is constantly sucked from you. Victim pornography visualization is the worst thing can happen to human being. A Shaivite cannot entertain any victim pornography visualization. Even the reality, grahas, cannot touch, disturb a man who is beyond the Maya matrix. Accident cannot happen to a being beyond Maya matrix. If you read the Kolaru Padikam of Jnanasambandar, how beautifully he describes. He does not stop with just 9 grahas. He says, the wild animals, other devatas, thieves, forest fire, nothing can touch you. Nothing can touch you. The whole Kolaru Padikam of Jnanasambandar, the thought current is conveying to us is, have the ferociousness towards the Maya matrix. It cannot touch you. It cannot touch you. Prevalent things which makes you powerless are reality. Nothing can touch you. Avai nalla adiyar avarkku migave. That's the beautiful word he uses, ending every stanza. He describes detailed way how the grahas and then all the other gods, goddesses and the gods of the directions, nakshatras, rashis and wild animals. Nothing can touch you. Understand? The ferociousness with which you need to handle Maya matrix, you can learn from this one Kolaru Padikam of Jnanasambandamurti. Tirunavukkaras Perumaan, another saint tells Jnanasambandamurti, don't go to Madurai now. Neither the grahas are right, nor the situation there is right. Jnanasambandamurti never listens to anybody other than Sadashiva. He does not care about anything which is under the Maya matrix. Veyuru Doli Vangan Vidamunda Gandan Viganalla Vinay Dadavi Masaru Dingal Gangai Mudimel Anindian Ulame Bugundadanal Nyayiru Dingal Sevai Budan Vyalan Velli Sanibam Birandu Mudane Asaru Nalla Avai Nalla Adiyar Avarkku migave. See, the thought current when I know reality is my purpose, I cannot entertain the powerlessness, victim pornography, and I cannot be affected, I will not be affected by any of this powerlessness. The child, see the ferociousness. One more thing, it is not the arrogance of ignorance, no. The way he describes all the possible obstacles which can come shows very clearly he is aware of all that. See, out of ignorance, what can happen? That is different. Here he is not out of ignorance, he is describing everything. He is describing everything. என்போடு கொம்பு ஆடாமை இவை மார்பிலங்க எருதேறி ஏழையுடனே பொன்பதி மத்த மாலை புனல் சூடி வந்தென் உளமே புகுந்தாதனால் 9 ஒன்றும் 6 18 உடனாய நாங்கள் ஆள்கள் அவைதாம் அன்போடு நல்ல நல்ல அவை நல்ல நல்ல அடியார் அவர்க்கு மிகவே. He is describing every possible danger. And then he says, all that will be only good for the person who is carrying Sadashiva within him, who is beyond matrix. His purpose, because his purpose is beyond matrix, he does not bother about anything which is under the Maya matrix. The ferociousness you need to have to handle the Maya matrix. Understand here, see the way structure. First, he defines the Sadashiva, how he is in his heart. Then only he describes even this poverty pornography items. He is not describing this first. He is not describing ஞாயிறு திங்கள் செவ்வாய் புதன் வியாழன் வெள்ளி சனிபாம்பு இரண்டும் வேயுரு தோழிபங்கன் விடமுண்ட கண்டன் மிக நல்ல வீணை தடவி. No, he is not describing the problem first. Please understand, the fellow who does not know the problem also is not complete. The fellow who thinks about the problem first also is not complete. Neither the ignorance of the problem will solve the issue, nor putting that as a first is going to solve the issue. A proper right solution. First, be very clear. The matrix has no place in you. Beyond Maya matrix only sits in your heart. He says, Veyuru Dolivangan Vidamunda Gandan. Even the description of Sadashiva, see, Veyuru Dolivangan Vidamunda Gandan means the worst matrix. Alahala, that itself is swallowed and kept in his throat. Even the description of Sadashiva, who is beyond matrix, is sitting inside me. It's a beautiful story actually. After having the whole alagala in his throat, he is playing veena, Rudra Veena, and enjoying the taste. You need to know, Rudra Veena can be played only when you are in high awareness. It means even the alahala cannot make him miss even awareness. After drinking alahala, he proves he is in the highest awareness by playing Rudra Veena. I used to tell, when our kids and boys have a levitation, during the levitation you have to put thread in the needle. It means only you are in a high awareness. That's a way to scale. You are not in some hypnotized state. So he drinks the alahala and plays Rudra Veena. Masaru Dingal Gangai Mudimel Anindu in Ulame Bugunda Adanal. Because he became the resident of my heart, my purpose. Heart means purpose. Ulame, the word does not mean just heart. Ulame, the word means the purpose, reality. Because he is my reality, nothing else can touch. Nothing else can bind me under the Maya matrix. The ferociousness with which you need to handle Maya matrix and not allow the victim pornography visualization in your heart, you should learn from Jnana Sambandha Murti, from Jnana Sambandhar. and the Skolarupadigam. I'll speak in Tamil on the Skolarupadigam with this understanding. From the understanding of the original truth from which Jnanasambandhamurti sang these verses, understanding of the Maya matrix and how the beyond the Maya matrix, the whole science from which Jnanasambandhamurti revealed this Kolarupadigam. I'll speak in Tamil. Because to denote the inner space, Tamil has multiple words. Agam, Manam, Ulam. Agam, Manam, Ulam. There are multiple words. I need to give you the meaning of the exact each words and why Jnanasambandar is using only the word Ulam in this whole, all the 10 verses. மன்னுவதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்தது மனம், அகத்துள் இருப்பது அகம், உள்ளுவது உளம். The information comes to you and what you grasp is mind. What you believe as you is inner space. What you feel is going to be you. Your reality is Ulam. If you know your purpose is Sadashiva, no Maya matrix can touch you. Arasalvaranai namade. வெஞ்சின அவுணரோடும் உருமிடியும் மின்னும் மிகையான பூதமவையும் அஞ்சிடும் நல்ல நல்ல அவை நல்ல நல்ல அடியாரவர்க்கு மிகவே. A vivid description of all the possible problems without even having one iota of the fear. That is what is actually the definition of courage is not absence of fear, powerfulness where fear cannot make you powerless is courage. Absence of fear can be sometime absence of information, ignorance. No. Courage means not absence of information, inability of the informations to make you powerless is courage. Jnanasambandhamurti has a complete information what all dangers can come, but nothing makes him powerless. The ferociousness you need to use to break from the Maya matrix. Understand? Once you break from the Maya matrix with the ferociousness, the same ferociousness only becomes a weapon where you will break the rules of the Maya matrix even within the Maya matrix. That is what I call manifestation of powers. That is what I call manifestation of powers. Understand? To describe the valor of the Cholas, one poet sings, in the whole Chola kingdom, there was no sharpening stone for the sword. They ask why? Because just by cutting the enemy's head, we sharpen the sword. We don't use a separate stone for sharpening the sword. Understand? Sharpen your sword by cutting the Maya matrix so that it will be useful to cut the Maya matrix within the Maya matrix also. To go beyond the Maya matrix, use Sadashivoham. To play within the Maya matrix, use Sadashivoham. Both same methodology of sharpening the sword. We sharpen the sword by cutting the enemy's head, and we use the same sword to cut the enemy's head. Whether cutting or sharpening, both only by cutting the enemy's head. No separate sharpening stone. The valor of Cholas is described in one of the Bharani by a poet. Use ferociousness to cut across the Maya matrix. That ferociousness will be useful. That will only express as powers within the Maya matrix. Understand this 3 word. Again I will remind. First, understanding the matrix. What is your inner space holding as purpose? Is it prevalent ideas or existential reality that decides whether you are under Maya matrix or moving out of Maya matrix? Understanding Maya matrix. Second, being ferocious with Maya matrix. If you are already bitten by Maya matrix, even with you, be ferocious. With that part of you, be ferocious. And break from the Maya matrix. And same ferociousness will manifest as powers within the Maya matrix when you play. These 3 words are the essence of Sadashivoham. Understand? The whole Sadashivoham, I am making these 3 as your existential reality. I am going to drill you and literally make you vomit all the Maya matrix, or I will do the surgery and pull it out. Pulling Maya matrix out of you and pulling you out of the Maya matrix. And bringing that ferociousness in you, getting you out of the Maya matrix and making you manifest the same ferociousness as powers within the Maya matrix. All this experientially is the job I am going to do in Sadashivoham. Understanding this and trying to think and move in this line is the best way you will prepare yourself to be here for Sadashivoham. Start the preparation from now. Start the preparation from now. Essence of today's satsang and Facebook status for all of you and subject for Vakyartha Sadas. These 3 words. Understanding Maya matrix, being ferocious with Maya matrix, manifesting powers with the same ferociousness within the Maya matrix too. Understanding Maya matrix, being ferocious and going beyond Maya matrix, with the same ferociousness manifesting powers within the Maya matrix. This 3 statement is the essence of today's satsang. This is going to be the essence of Sadashivoham 2016, and this is the subject for your Vakyartha Sadas today. and Facebook status for all of you. With this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.